Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I'm One Bar, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about four keys to victory for the Minnesota Vikings against the Arizona Cardinals in hopes of getting that first win of the season. This episode is brought to you by WinView Games, the nation's sports prediction leader and home for pregame and live Vikings prop contests. We all live and breathe Minnesota Vikings. Put that knowledge to the test. Download the app with this link right here, also down in the description. Play against other people. You play for free, play for real money. Your first $20 is risk-free for Vikings contests. Spend that $20, you get $20 back into your account. Every week, you're answering 8 questions based off of that game, based off of who they are playing. So it's pretty fun. We've all done the fantasy where you're picking players. Here, you're actually answering very good questions as far as what could and will happen in the game. Lupicus and I will actually be integrating this into our episodes moving forward. In the next couple episodes, we're going to actually watch us do our Viking prop bets and see how good or how horrible we actually do. But download the link. Make sure to use this link here. And again, down in the description, check it out. All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I'm One Bar with Lupicus and Cardinals. We got the Cardinals. And we're going to go over four keys for the Vikings to walk away with a victory.
And speaking of four, don't forget to drop #4 with 3 zeros behind it, 4,000 to get your free Minnesota Vikings jersey from the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Your jersey of your choice, color of your choice. I think we're like 50 away. We are so close to that.
I think we're actually about 47. And and also be sure to join us post game after the game. Talk everything Vikings, but let's just balls deep right into this. Four keys, I should say, for victory. Let's start off with an easy one. Dalvin Cook, number one. Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook has got to get 125 plus on the ground to keep this Cardinals offense off the field and to keep our offense the ability to do some play action.
Yeah, we had absolutely no play action going last week against the Bengals. Dalvin Cook was pretty well bottled up, 61 yards on the ground for a paltry like 3.1 yards per carry. Paltry. Not what we're used to seeing from Dalvin Cook. So, yeah, he's definitely got to get this thing going. The Vikings offense proved it last year. It goes through Dalvin Cook. And if he's shut down, we're going to have a hard time moving that damn football, putting points on the board. And we have to put points on the board against this Cardinals offense, which can definitely light up the scoreboard. So, again, the longer you keep Kyler Murray off the field, I think the better. Long drives using Dalvin Cook, even getting Alexander Madison involved too. I mean, the run game as a whole has to get going, but yeah, it all goes around Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, and so far through one game, and it's only one game, Arizona, they held Derrick Henry in check. Henry only averaged 3.4 yards a carry, and he had 17 carries, so it might be quite a task ahead of them.
Yeah, and that, it falls on the offensive coordinator, figuring out ways to get Dalvin Cook the ball in space, get him open.
Come on, Cubs, pull it together.
Adjusting to what the Cardinals defense is doing to get Cook in a position to succeed. And he doesn't need much. Just one little gap is all he needs, and he can bust off a long one.
He don't need much. Key number 2.
I thought you've been asked multiple times to not sing on the show anymore.
I don't care. I can't help it. It comes from my soul. Patrick Peterson needs to dig deep in this game. This needs to be the game where he just pulls out his balls and goes all out and shows us Patrick Peterson of 2017, and he's going to want to.
Well, yeah, he's going to want to. He wants to show up his old team for sure, and his old team wants to show him up. D-Hop wants his revenge. Whatever Patrick Peterson did, we talked to the Cardinal rule. He left there leaving a lot of people not feeling great, and Hopkins especially wants to score on him. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be Peterson motivated to prove his old team wrong, and then Hopkins motivated to try to score on his old teammate. I think they're going after Patrick Peterson early and often in this game, and I hope he's up to the challenge. He needs to be if the Vikings are going to win this game.
I hope there's a lot of John. I hope there's a lot of I hope they're just really intense out there. And Peterson is going to be, I think he's either going to have a fantastic game or they're going to pick on him to the point where it's just gross. I don't think there's anything in between.
There could be a fight. There could be a skirmish on the field. Penalties could be thrown. It could get ugly.
Wow. All right. Key number 3. And we saw what these guys did last week. Keeping J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones in check. Take her home.
Well, yeah, and in check, I think, is the key phrase. They're going to get a sack or two. It's going to be pretty much unavoidable, especially against our O-line. But, yeah, you got to roll Kirk Cousins out. Roll him away from Chandler Jones. Roll him away from Rashad Hill. Give Rashad Hill help, whether that's CJ Ham, you make Ben Ellison active, make him the
Whoa,
blocker.
whoa, watch your mouth. What does he need to be active?
Supposedly he's an amazing blocker. That's what Ben Ellison does. He's a great blocker. So get him next to Rashad Hill, help him out. Get that ball out quick, Kirk Cousins. Don't stand there in the pocket and get smacked, because he ain't gonna have a lot of time against these two.
Yeah, this is probably one of the top keys, no doubt about it, because if it gets ugly early, oh man, we're going to be scrambling. It's going to be ugly. And speaking of scrambling and getting ugly, the final key, Kyler Murray, he was part of 5 touchdowns last week, I believe. And we got to admit that he's fantastic. But again, we can't let him get loose.
Yeah, it's just like the DNs for the Cardinals. They're going to get theirs. They're going to get something. Murray's going to have a couple big scrambles. You got to keep that to limited. You can't let him continue to run, go for 100-something yards on the ground, be that dual threat that just keeps us guessing all day long. You got to hit him early or hit him often, make him feel pressure in the pocket. I would rather have Kyler Murray beat us with his arm than beat us with his legs, or a combination of both. So, yeah, you get a linebacker to spy him, whether that's Visual or Kendricks, whoever, follow him wherever he goes and hit him as often as you can, because Kyler Murray, definitely an X factor against the Vikings this week.
And he can be had. He was sacked twice last week, so it can get to him. I would much rather a Chase Edmonds or a James Conner. It's in their hands to beat us, opposed to Kyler Murray chucking that thing to Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, we all know, and Rondale Moore. Rookie receiver is gonna be fantastic. Yeah, so
nice player.
Those are our 4 keys. You got them. Comment below, #4000, and can't wait for Sunday. I'm so scared.
I actually got a bonus key I just thought of. I mean, this is pretty much every week, but Vikings can't have 12 penalties and win. They got to cut that out, cut that down. That's insane. Knock that shit off. Clean up your damn act. Act like you've been there before. Yeah, 12 penalties, unacceptable. You do that again, you're gonna get freaking roasted by the Cardinals.
We could keep going on forever with these keys, but yes, that is a good one. It can't happen. It's not allowable. You cut it in half, cut it in a third.
Yeah, that would be fine. That would be fine. All right, those are the keys. We are done now. The door is open. The keys have been used. They're dirty, they're soiled, and they are rusty.
But I know I love you.
Yeah, well, you're singing. I'm going to let everybody know about this little fact. In the 1940s, doctors began appearing on advertisements encouraging people to smoke.